Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be covering complete Unit 2 in Cloud Computing subject. I will explain each and every topic in detail, and whatever the topics that I am going to cover in this video, I will provide all those topics and the timings in description. Before starting this video, please check in description. Guys, I have uploaded a complete Cloud Computing subject tutorials. I will provide that link in description, you can watch from there. Guys, I will provide this Cloud Computing handwritten notes in description. You can download from description. If you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. At first, I will explain what is cloud computing. Cloud computing means using the internet to store and work with data instead of keeping everything on your computer. When you save something on your computer, it's only on that computer. But with cloud computing, you can save and open your data from anywhere as long as you are online. For example, if you save a file in Google Drive, you can open it from any device that has an internet connection. Guys, I will give an example so that you can clearly understand this definition. As for example, I bought some photos. If I store my photos in my computer, then only in this computer I can see that photos. But if I store my photos in internet like Google Drive, by using any device I can access that photos. Just you need internet connection, that's it. Google Drive is one of the example of cloud storage. So whenever you store your data in cloud, by using any device you can open your data and you can perform various operations on your data. Just you need internet connection, that's it. So cloud is nothing but internet. The cloud just means the internet. So when we talk about the cloud, we mean we are using the internet to store or run things. Guys, AWS, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud. These three are famous cloud service providers, where AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. As for example, I have one small company. I need 5 to 6 servers for rent in order to handle my project. But purchasing servers is costly. So what I will do is, I will open this AWS website in internet and then I will take some servers for rent. Taking servers for rent is not like you are physically bringing that servers to your house. Just by using internet, you are storing your data in these servers. For example, let us say this Amazon company is located in Bangalore and this Amazon company contains so many servers and my software company is in Hyderabad. Just by using internet, I will connect with these servers and then I will work with these servers. So taking servers for rent is not like you are physically bringing. Just by using internet, you are connecting to those servers instead of purchasing servers. For example, let us say I took 3 servers for rent, but this time I got very big project. I want 5 to 7 servers. So what I will do is, simply I will open AWS website and I will pay some more money and then I will increase my servers. This is flexibility. The cloud is flexible, means it can grow bigger or smaller depending on what you need. For example, this time I got very small project. Just I need only one server to handle it. So what I will do is, I will open this AWS website and then I will delete remaining servers and then I will take only one server for rent. Yes, server is nothing but 24/7 running system. If you are developing any software company, definitely you need to purchase servers. For example, if you consider Amazon website, whenever you open Amazon website, you can see Amazon website. Amazon website is working 24/7 because that Amazon website is present in server and that server is working 24/7. That is why you can see that website anytime. Guys, servers contain databases. In the databases, our complete data is stored. I'll give one more example. For example, I'm game developer. So by using internet, I will connect to AWS website and then I will take high configuration system for rent like 1 TB hard disk, i7 processor, 10th generation with 8 GB RAM. I will take this system for rent in order to develop games. Taking rent is not like you are physically buying the system. Just by using internet, you are connecting to the system to work. While I am developing game, this 1 TB memory is full. Even though if memory is full, there is no problem because you can increase or decrease memory. This time I will configure my 1 TB hard disk to 2 TB hard disk. This is nothing but scalability. Scalability means it can increase space to fit more. And last one is elasticity. Means it can quickly change size to match our needs. Guys, not only you can increase size, you can also decrease size in cloud. And you need to pay only for what you use, which will save our money. Next, I will explain NIST definition of cloud computing, where NIST stands for National Institute of Standards and Technology. The official definition of cloud computing comes from the National Institute of Standards and Technologies. This is definition by NIST. Cloud computing is a way to easily access shared computer resources over the internet. These resources include things like network, servers, storage, applications, services, etc. You can quickly use or stop using these resources with very little efforts needed to manage it. As cloud computing will provide various kinds of services like servers. I already explained this example before. You can rent various kinds of servers in cloud, and you can also rent network, and you can also rent various kinds of softwares, and you can also rent storage in order to store data. So cloud computing will provide various kinds of services for rent. For example, I need one costly software which is around 1 lakh. So what I will do is, I will take this software for rent in cloud like AWS or Google. In simple terms, cloud computing means that companies can provide resources like servers or storage that are not physically on your computer but can access from anywhere over the internet. Just by using internet, you are accessing servers or storage which are present in company's location, not in your computer, and you only pay for what you use, like how you pay electricity bill based on how much you use. As for example, if you consider our electricity bill, how much electricity we use, only for that we need to pay money. So even in cloud like AWS, so only for what service you use, only for that you need to pay money. For example, I used 1 TB of hard disk for storage for 1 month. So only for that 1 month I need to pay money. These are some of the key points for NIST definition, or you can also call it as motivation of cloud computing. And the first one is resources are available from the cloud providers. This includes hardware like servers and storage, and as well as softwares and applications. They all are provided over the internet by cloud providers. I want one server for rent. So it is cloud provider responsibility to provide server for you. Not only servers, storage, software, whatever you want, it is provided by cloud provider. And second one is pay as you go. You only pay for what you use. If you need more resources, then provider can quickly add them, and if you need less, you can adjust down. This flexibility is called elasticity. Guys, based on your work, you can increase or decrease resources. For example, for particular work, I need high configuration computer. So I can increase configuration. And for another work, I need very less configuration. So I can decrease that configuration. And for some work, I need more storage. And for some work, I need less storage. So based on your work, you can increase or decrease resources. And adjusting based on your needs is known as elasticity. And third one is minimal management on your side. Guys, for example, I took one server for rent in AWS. In that server, I will store some important files, and it is cloud provider responsibility to maintain your server perfectly. If any problem to your server, it is his responsibility, not your responsibility. And you don't need to worry about maintenance. Your server is maintained by cloud provider. You don't need to worry much about maintaining these resources. Since cloud provider handle that, you only need to maintain your own device that connected to cloud. For example, by using my laptop, I will open AWS website and I will take one server for rent from AWS website. So only you need to maintain your laptop in order to open internet, that's it. You don't need to worry about this server. It is AWS company's responsibility to maintain the server. So NIST definition of cloud computing is saying that you can take various kinds of resources like servers, storage, services, softwares, etc. for rent by using internet in cloud. And this definition is widely accepted even by standard organizations like ISO and IEEE. Next I will explain history of cloud computing. The idea of cloud computing was introduced by computer scientist John McCarthy publicly in 1960s. Guys, John McCarthy is one of the famous computer scientists, and we also call him as father of AI. The idea of cloud computing was introduced by him in 1960s. The idea of cloud computing began with the concept of time sharing. Guys, in olden days, there are mainframe computers which are very costly. So in companies, if there are multiple employees, these employees will access this timeshare computer on timely basis. Like, so for 2 hours he will access this computer. Again after completing 2 hours, next 2 hours this person will access this computer. And after completing 2 hours, this person will access this mainframe computer. This person will pay money for 2 hours. Again, this person will pay money for 2 hours. This person will pay money for 2 hours. This is time sharing. So the idea of cloud computing began with the concept of time sharing. Mainframe computers were expensive, so organization allowed multiple users to access single computer resource, sharing time and cost. And this is early version of cloud computing. And in 1990s, when internet grew, companies like Salesforce began offering softwares that people could use online instead of installing it on their own computers. This is one of the first example of using cloud. Guys, I will give one real-time example. Normally, if you consider MS Office, you need to install MS Office in your computer in order to work. But instead of installing MS Office on your computer, just you can work with MS Office in internet itself. And if you want to play any games, you need to install those games. But instead of installing games on your computer, just by using internet, you can play online games. So in 1990s, companies like Salesforce began offering online softwares instead of installing that softwares on your computer. And later in 2006, Amazon launched Amazon Web Services, shortly we call it as AWS, which allows business to rent virtual servers online instead of buying their own. This made cloud computing popular and affordable. Guys, if you want to establish company, you need to purchase servers, which is very costly. And again, in order to maintain those servers, you need to hire employees. And again, you need to pay salaries for employees, which is very costly. Amazon launched a AWS website. From this website, we can take servers for rent. This made cloud computing popular and affordable. And in 2010s, same like AWS, big companies like Microsoft and Google also started offering cloud services. And many businesses began using this cloud in order to store data and in order to run software applications online. And in 2020s, that is today, cloud computing is very common. And this cloud computing is used with new technologies like AI, artificial intelligence. And companies are using cloud in order to grow quickly and work from anywhere. And this cloud computing helps business to save money, work faster and be flexible. Next I will explain advantages of cloud computing. And the first advantage is cheaper computers. Guys, your computer need not to be costly because we will store complete data and we will work in computer which is run in cloud, not on your computer. Your computer need not to be costly. Just you need computer with good internet. That's it. Since most of the apps run in cloud, your computer don't need to be very powerful. And second one is better performance. Guys, normally in cloud, computers will work faster and it will give better performance. Cloud computers work faster because they don't have many programs running at once. Normally in our personal computer, we'll give various kinds of things like movies, games, songs, etc. But whereas in cloud, we will rent computer only for particular purpose. So cloud computers do not contain so many things. That is why they will give better performance. And third one is low software cost. Many cloud apps are free or cheaper than buying traditional software. Guys, in cloud, most of the softwares are free and many softwares are cheaper. And fourth one is automatic updates. Guys, in cloud, each and every software will be up to date. So there is no need to download or pay money for updates. And fifth one is easy document sharing. Guys, cloud also contains various kinds of softwares for sharing our data. So there is no need to worry about file sharing. And sixth one is lots of storage. There is the unlimited storage in cloud. And seventh one is safer data. As we will store complete data in internet, even though if your personal computer got any problem, there is no need to worry because your data is stored in cloud. So even though if your computer fails, by using any other device, you can open cloud and you can use. And eighth one is access from anywhere. Guys, in any location, by using any device, you can access your data in cloud. Just you need internet, that's it. And ninth one is always the latest version. Guys, whatever data you keep in cloud, the data will be present in cloud. There is no need to worry. So your documents in cloud are up to date. And 10th one is better teamwork. If group of employees are working in cloud, they can easily share files and communicate with each other. Cloud allows better communication. And last one is works on any device. Guys, by using any device like phone or tablet or computer, you can open cloud. Like you can open AWS website and you can access your files and apps. These are advantages of cloud computing. Next I will explain disadvantages of cloud computing. First disadvantage is internet dependency. Guys, cloud is nothing but internet. Guys, for example, if you consider AWS website, if you want to access AWS website, you need good internet connection. If your internet connection is not good and less speed, then you cannot access cloud. And second one is security and privacy. Guys, whatever data you are storing in cloud, that is nothing but you are storing complete data in internet. So if security and privacy is important for you, then you should not use cloud because hackers may hack your data. Third one is downtime. whatever servers that you are using in cloud, all those servers are present in company's location. So if there is any problem to that server, you cannot access your data or softwares. And fourth one is limited control. Guys, cloud is completely managed by cloud providers like AWS, Google, Microsoft Azure, etc. So you don't have complete control over cloud infrastructure. For example, if you consider AWS, how that AWS cloud must work, it is completely Amazon company decision. You cannot manage the decision. So you cannot make any decision like how that website must work. And fifth one is ongoing costs. Cloud computing is cheap, but if you are using it for long time and keep on adding various kinds of resources like increasing storage, increasing servers, you need to pay more money. These are limitations of cloud computing. And the first one is storage limit. Cloud computing is large, but it still has limits. If you use too much space, then you need to pay more money. And second one is performance issues. If so many people are using cloud at a time, then cloud performance may decrease. Or if there is any network issue, even the cloud performance will decrease. And third one is compatibility. It is not like each and every software will work good in cloud. If you are using some older softwares in cloud, then you may face some issues. And fourth one is data transfer speed. Guys, if you are uploading or downloading huge amount of data in cloud, you need good internet connection. And your cloud internet provider also must maintain good internet speed. If your internet is slow, then uploading and downloading large amount of data is very slow. Next I will explain features of cloud computing. And the first one is on-demand service. You can use cloud services whenever you need them. Just like switching on a light, no need to ask anyone. Guys, for example, I want to use server for 1 hour in cloud. So just for 1 hour, I will pay money and I will use. So you can use cloud services whenever you need them. And second one is pay as you go. In cloud, you only pay for what you use. If you use cloud services less, you will pay less. And if you use more services, you need to pay more. Just like paying electricity bill. And third one is scalability. You can grow or shrink as per your needs. If you need more storage, you can easily get it. Guys, for example, if you want to increase storage, you can pay more money and you can increase. And if you want to decrease storage, you can easily decrease storage. And fourth one is accessibility. Guys, from any location, by using any device, you can access softwares or data which is present in cloud. Just you need internet connection, that's it. And fifth one is security. Guys, cloud has strong security measures. So whatever data you place in cloud, the data will be secure. And sixth one is backup and recovery. Guys, whatever data you store in cloud, the data is stored in multiple locations for backup. So even though if there is any loss of data, you can easily recover it because your data is present in multiple locations. And seventh one is resource sharing. Guys, for example, in cloud like AWS, I took one server for rent. Not only single user will use this server, there are multiple users will use the same server. Guys, not only single user, multiple users will use same server at a time. This is meaning of resource sharing. In cloud, many users use the same servers, storage or software provided by cloud providers. And eighth one is high speed. Guys, cloud services are very fast. You can start them within minutes. For example, if you want to turn on your Windows operating system, at least it will take 4 to 5 minutes. But whereas in cloud, just within 1 minute, you can turn on your Windows. Ninth one is maintenance free. Cloud providers take care of all updates and maintenance. So you don't have to worry about it. As for example, these people took server for rent. And maintaining this server is company's responsibility, not your responsibility. Even if there is any problem to the server, this company must handle it. And if there are any server updates, this company will update. And 10th one is nature friendly. As many people are using same server at a time, which will save electricity. As less electricity is used, pollution will decrease. Next I will explain what are popular cloud applications in the market. Guys, one of the popular cloud storage services is Google Drive. In Google Drive, we can store various kinds of files, documents, photos and videos. And by using any device, we can open Google Drive and we can perform various operations on Google Drive. Like we can upload files, we can delete files, we can share files, etc. And second cloud storage platform is Dropbox. Guys, this Dropbox is similar to Google Drive. And this Dropbox mainly focus on file synchronization and sharing. Guys, file synchronization is nothing but Whenever you perform any modifications on your file in Dropbox, then that file is automatically updated. That is nothing but that file is automatically saved in Dropbox. And we can also easily share files in Dropbox. And third one is Microsoft OneDrive. Guys, this Microsoft OneDrive is also famous cloud storage. That is nothing but we can store various kinds of files in Microsoft OneDrive. And we can also share files in Microsoft OneDrive. So it also supports file sharing services. Guys, this Microsoft OneDrive is online storage and it is connected to various kinds of Microsoft applications like MS Word, MS Excel, so on. For example, I will create one MS Excel document. After creating MS Office document, I can easily save it in Microsoft OneDrive. So many Microsoft applications like MS Word, MS Excel, all are connected to Microsoft OneDrive in order to save documents online. Fourth one is Amazon Web Services. Shortly we call it as AWS. AWS provides set of tools and services for businesses to use cloud resources. Guys, many software companies will use AWS in order to use cloud resources like networks, servers, storage, etc. It provides computing power, storage and tools that company needs in order to run applications without owning physical servers. Guys, if you want to establish any company, then you need to buy servers. But purchasing servers is costly. So instead of purchasing servers, we can open AWS website and we can rent those servers, which will save our money. So AWS provides various kinds of resources like server, storage, hardware, software, etc. And fifth one is Salesforce. Guys, many companies will use Salesforce tool in order to maintain relationship with customers. Guys, Salesforce is completely marketing application. Companies will interact with customers, they will track sales and they will do marketing. All this happens in one place, that is Salesforce. And sixth one is Slack. Guys, this Slack is also cloud application. This is message app. In software companies, many employees will communicate with each other in the Slack app. They will chat each other and they will share files regarding their project. And another famous app is Zoom. Guys, this Zoom app is also cloud-based application. In order to conduct online meetings, video calls, webinars and team meetings, we will use this Zoom app. And eighth application is Office 365. Guys, normally if you want to work with MS Office, like MS Word, MS Excel, definitely we need to install that software in our system. But this Office 365 is online version of Microsoft Office. Like we can work with MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint in online. So there is no need of installing Microsoft Office. Just we need to open internet and we can work with documents. Like we can create MS Word documents, Excel documents and PowerPoint online itself. And we can also share those documents with others in internet. And ninth one is Adobe Creative Cloud. Guys, this Adobe company will provide various kinds of softwares related to photo editing and video editing. And that one of the famous application is Photoshop. After editing photos or videos in Adobe application, we can save our photos and videos online in Adobe Creative Cloud. So whenever you edit photos or videos, we can save them in Adobe Creative Cloud, which is online. And 10th one is Netflix. This Netflix is video streaming service. By using any device, we can watch movies and TV shows online anytime. Just we need internet connection, that's it. So this Netflix is also cloud-based platform. Next I will explain when not to use cloud computing. Guys, there are some situations where cloud computing may not be best choice. These are some of the examples. And the first one is sensitive data and privacy concerns. If your company handles high sensitive data like personal healthcare records, financial data or government information, and privacy is top priority for your company, then storing data in cloud may not be a good choice for your company. If your cloud providers meet high security standards, then you can store your data in cloud. But if your cloud provider do not meet high security standards, then storing data in cloud is not a good choice. Second one is lack of internet access. Guys, if you are in an area where internet is very slow, then using cloud can be problematic because cloud services require stable internet connection. Without good internet connection, you cannot able to access your data or applications in cloud. And third one is high cost for long-term use. Yes, for example, I want to establish one small company. So I need to purchase servers, hardware, software and storage. Instead of purchasing all of them, you can rent them in cloud with very less cost. Cloud is cheaper, but if you keep on increasing storage and using lot of services, then you need to pay huge amount. So in cloud, you need to pay high cost for long-term use. And fourth one is compliance and regulatory requirements. Guys, some companies has very strict regulations regarding where to store data and how to store data. For example, if you consider healthcare, banking and legal organizations, they will store data in particular format in particular location. If your cloud provider do not accept your request standards, then cloud is not good choice for storing sensitive data. And fifth one is limited control over infrastructure. Guys, for example, I will rent so many servers in cloud. I am not owner of cloud. Just I am taking servers for rent. Your cloud provider is owner of cloud. For example, if you want to configure hardware or software in cloud, then you need to ask to cloud provider. Cloud provider may provide or may not provide required service. Infrastructure is completely handled by cloud provider. And sixth one is performance concerns, high latency. Guys, for example, if your application needs high speed processing, that is nothing but if your application want to be very fast, if you place such applications in cloud, there may be performance issues. For example, if you consider gaming applications, scientific research applications, placing them in cloud is not a good choice because they need to work very fast. If you place them in cloud, there may be performance issues. And seventh one is vendor lock-in. Let's for example, AWS company is one vendor, Google company is one vendor. My complete data is stored in AWS. Now I want to move my complete data to Google Cloud, but this AWS company will not accept data transfers to other clouds. If you want to perform data transfers, then cloud is not best option for you. And eighth one is small scale projects. Guys, if you are working in very small project, like storing few files or creating very small application, then there is no need of using cloud services. Just you can create them in your personal computer. In all these cases, choosing cloud is not best option for you. Next I will explain what is cloud ecosystem. A cloud ecosystem is like a team working together to provide cloud services. This team includes parts like software, hardware, storage and networks, as well as people and companies involved in making everything work. Guys, cloud ecosystem is nothing but team working together in order to provide cloud services. In cloud, there are various kinds of employees available. Some employees will handle software, so this team is software team, and some employees will handle hardware, some employees will handle storage, and some employees will handle network. For example, I'm cloud user, I want 1 TB of storage. So this is storage team responsibility to provide me storage. Guys, not only employees, there are various kinds of companies involved in this cloud. These companies will invest money and they will take profits. So software, hardware, storage, network, employees and as well as companies. We call this entire team as cloud ecosystem. Because of this team, we are getting cloud services. Guys, there are three main players involved in this cloud ecosystem. They are, first one is cloud service users. Shortly we call them as CSUs. These are people or organizations that use cloud services. Think of them as customers of the cloud. For example, a business using a cloud app to save files or store data. A person using a cloud service like Google Drive to store photos. Guys, cloud service users are nothing but they are users who are using cloud services. For example, I'm user. I'm using Google Cloud in order to store my files. So I'm cloud service user. For example, I have one small company and I'm storing my company's data in cloud. So my company is also considered as cloud service user. So customers who are using cloud services, we call them as cloud service users. And second player is cloud service providers. These are companies that create and maintain cloud services like Amazon or Microsoft. Guys, for example, if you consider AWS website, this AWS is cloud-based website developed by Amazon company. This AWS will provide various kinds of services like storage, software, hardware, servers, etc. So companies which provide services to cloud service users, we call those companies as cloud service providers. So this AWS company is cloud service provider because this AWS company will provide services to cloud service users. Guys, not only AWS, Google, Microsoft Azure, all these companies will provide services to users. So we call them as cloud service providers. And third one is cloud service partners. Shortly we call them as CSNs. These are people or companies that helps cloud service providers improve their cloud services. For example, they might help build new features or add extra services. Guys, cloud service partners will help cloud service providers to build a new features or services. And these cloud service providers will provide services to cloud service users. So these are three main players in cloud ecosystem. This is diagram, content provider and application developers. These both are cloud service partners. They will improve new features and services in cloud. And cloud service providers like Amazon, AWS, Microsoft, they will provide various kinds of services to cloud service users. Services can be either software as a service, platform as a service, or infrastructure as a service. And cloud service user can be either single person or entire company. Next I will explain cloud computing as a service. Guys, normally we will use computer in order to store data and we can access the data whenever we need. So we will use computer to store and access data, like we can access movies, photos, videos, etc. In same way, even in cloud computing, we can store and access data. But instead of storing data in computer, we will store our data in internet itself. So in cloud computing, we will store and access data in internet. One basic thing computer do is let us store and get back information like photos, songs or movies. Cloud computing takes this a step further, letting us do the same but on the internet. In same way like computer, in cloud computing, we can store and access data in internet itself. Guys, for example, if you consider Flickr website, this Flickr is cloud based website. We can store photos online and we can also share those photos. So first point is access anywhere. Flickr lets us store photos online, so we can see them anywhere on any device. You can upload photos from your computer at home, then look at them on your laptop at work. Guys, normally in my computer, I will open Flickr website and I will store my photos. So whenever you want to see those photos, by using any device, we can open Flickr website and we can see those photos. Just we need internet connection, that's it. And second point is easy sharing. As for example, I have some images in my computer. Now I want to give these images to my friend. So what I need to do? I need to take CD or pen drive. Then I need to copy all my photos in the CD or pen drive. And then I will give the CD or pen drive to my friend. This is very big process. But whenever you store your photos in Flickr website, directly you can share those photos. Every photo contains link and directly you can share that link to your friend. Guys, not only Flickr. For example, if you consider Google Drive, this Google Drive is also cloud-based website. In Google Drive, we can store various kinds of files like photos, videos, movies, etc. And we can also share those files. So Flickr, Google Drive, all these are cloud-based websites. And third point is data security. If you want to store your photos on Flickr, we have an online backup. While it's good to keep copies at home, it's easy to lose them. Flickr helps keep our images safe as an extra backup. Guys, normally whenever you upload your photos in Flickr website, there is no need of keeping extra copies in your computer because this Flickr website will store another copy in safe side. As there are multiple copies of your photos, there will not be any loss of data. So your photos will be secure. So in Flickr, there is no need to keep extra copies in your home because Flickr contains extra backup. So your images will be safe. Not only Flickr, in exam you can give any other example. Like you can also write Google Drive example because Google Drive is also cloud based website. Next I will explain cloud computing as a platform. The internet is becoming a new type of platform that support all kinds of apps like an operating system does for a computer. Guys, normally we will install various kinds of softwares in our computer. But at present, instead of installing softwares on our computer, we can use those softwares online. Nowadays, most of the softwares are present online. So just we will open internet and we can use those softwares. For example, if you consider MS Office, normally if you want to use MS Office, then we need to install MS Office in our computer. But instead of installing MS Office on our computer, just we need to open internet and we can use MS Office online. So nowadays, most of the softwares and apps are online. Cloud is nothing but internet. So nowadays, most of the apps and softwares are present in cloud. We can use them online. A platform is basically anything that allows programs or apps to run. For example, Microsoft Windows is a platform that supports apps on our computer. But a platform doesn't always need to be an operating system. For example, Java is a platform for apps, even though it is not an operating system. Guys, normally if you want to run any softwares or apps in your computer, then at first you need to install operating system like Windows or Linux. But in cloud, there is no need of installing operating system. In cloud, most of the apps and softwares run by using Java. Java is not operating system. So in cloud, there is no need of installing any operating system. Through cloud computing, the internet is turning into a platform. This means that softwares that work on desktop now has online versions. For example, if you consider Google Docs is an online version of MS Office. So cloud computing is now becoming a platform to support various kinds of web-based applications. Next, I will explain what are virtual machines. A virtual machine is like having a computer inside a computer. By using special software, we can create virtual machine by dividing our main computer into smaller virtual computers. Guys, I will give one example so that you can clearly understand what is virtual machine. Guys, for example, I have a computer. This computer contains Windows operating system. Suddenly, I got one project to work, and in order to make this project, I need Linux operating system. But my system do not contain Linux operating system. Installing Linux is time-taking process. So what I will do is, in my Windows itself, I will install one virtual machine software. Guys, there are various kinds of virtual machine softwares like VMware, Oracle VirtualBox, etc. So I will install VMware software in my computer, and in this VMware software, I will create Linux operating system. By giving configuration like 1 GB RAM, 250 GB hard disk, I will install Linux operating system in VMware software. That is nothing but I created one Linux computer in my Windows computer itself. So virtual machine is like having a computer inside a computer. For example, this time I need Mac OS. Simply I can install Mac OS in VMware software. So by using VMware software, we can divide our main computer into smaller virtual computers. VMware and Oracle VirtualBox. These both are famous virtual machine softwares. Guys, same thing you can do in cloud computing. That is nothing but in my computer, I will open internet. You need to open AWS website. This AWS is same like VMware. This AWS is cloud-based website. For example, for this project, I need 1 hour of time. So in AWS website, I will take Linux operating system for 1 hour. And how much time we use? Only for that we need to pay money. So even in cloud like AWS, Google, Microsoft, we can create virtual machines. This is how virtual machines work. First one is create copies. Cloud providers like AWS, Azure create virtual machines by dividing a single physical server into multiple small virtual servers. Guys, normally AWS company contains so many servers. AWS company will give single server to multiple users. Guys, giving server is not like physically they are sending this server to this person. Just by using internet, this person will store data in this server. So in AWS company, in single physical server, each person can create multiple virtual servers. For example, one person will create Windows server, one person will create Linux server. Like that, we can create various kinds of virtual servers in single server. And second one is separate and independent. Each VMware works independently. You can run different softwares on each virtual machine without affecting others. Guys, I already said before, multiple users will use single server. This person will create one virtual machine in this server like Windows operating system, and again this person will create one virtual server in this server, and this is Mac operating system, and this person will create one virtual server in this server, and this is Linux operating system, and he will store some files. This person also will store some files, and this person also will store some files, and all these three are independent. Only this person can see his data, that's it. He cannot see others' data, and this person cannot modify or delete others' data. So each virtual machine is independent. And third one is on demand. Guys, in AWS or any other cloud-based websites, we need to pay money only for what we use. For example, I will use Linux server for 1 hour. So only for that 1 hour I need to pay money. That's it. So you only create and pay for virtual machines when you need them. When you are done, you can delete them. So we only pay for what we use. And fourth point is common in clouds. Virtual machines are popular in cloud computing because they help people use powerful servers to run different programs without buying more hardware. This normally if you want to purchase single server, it is very costly, like it will be around lakhs. So just by paying small amount, we can rent servers in cloud-based websites, which will save our money. Next I will explain what is multi-tenant cloud. A multi-tenant cloud is a type of cloud setup where many customers share the same cloud resource like storage, servers or software. Each customer, called a tenant, has their own separate area within the shared space. So the data is safe and hidden from others. Guys, I will give an example so that you can clearly understand this definition. For example, I want to store 250 GB of data in AWS server. So what I will do is, I will open AWS website and then I will take one server for rent. Guys, AWS company contains many servers and each server is used by many customers. For example, this server is used by me and some other people. So in AWS, each server is used by many customers and we call each customer as tenant. So in AWS, multiple customers will use single server. That is why name, multi-tenant cloud. That is nothing but multiple people will use same cloud resource at a time. Guys, not only servers, AWS also contains software, storage, etc. Multiple people can use same software, same storage and same servers at a time. And all these people are independent. Whatever data you store in cloud, the data is secure. No one can access your data. In cloud, each customer has their own separate area within the shared space. So your data is safe and hidden from others. No one can access your data. You have your separate space. Guys, these are key points of multi-tenant cloud. And the first one is shared environment. Multiple people or company use the same software at the same time, but each customer has their own separate look, settings and data. As many people will use same software at a time in cloud, but all are independent. For example, if you change any settings in that software, that settings are applicable only for you. That settings will not apply for remaining customers. Similarly, if you store data in that software, the data is available only for you. Remaining customers cannot see your data. And second one is customization. Each tenant can change certain parts of the application to fit their needs, such as user interface, business process, data model and access control. Guys, for example, if you rent any software in cloud, then you can do various settings to that software. For example, you can change user interface. That is nothing but you can change looks of that software. Based on your business, you can also change rules of that software. For example, if database is connected to your software, then you can also add or remove fields. Like you can insert new columns like employee name, employee details, employee mobile number, employee address, so on. And you can also delete some columns. So you can add or remove columns if your software is connected to database. And you can also do access control on that software. Like you can give passwords to that software. So whatever software you rent in cloud, you can also do customization of that software. These are some of the benefits of multi-tenant cloud. And the first one is cost savings. Guys, not only single person will use software, multiple people will use same software at a time in cloud. Not only software. For example, if you consider servers, each server is used by multiple people. Cloud will share resources. So you can use cloud in less price. And second one is better quality and user satisfaction. Guys, cloud providers like AWS, Google, Microsoft, Azure, all these companies will take feedback from users of the cloud. So based on users' feedback, they will modify any changes in cloud. So cloud services are improving day by day. So customers can be happy and use long service. And third one is improved security. We also call customer as tenant. Not only single tenant will use cloud, multiple tenants will use cloud at a time. Even though multiple tenants use cloud at a time, your data will be secure. Because cloud will use strong security models. So by multi-tenant cloud technology, different customers can use shared cloud resources securely at low cost. Next I will explain principles of cloud computing. Guys, NIST, that is National Institute of Standards and Technology, developed these principles. These principles contain 5 key features, 4 deployment models and 3 service models of cloud computing. I will explain each of them in detail. At first I will explain 5 key features of cloud computing. These are main features that make cloud computing what it is. Guys, these are 5 features. And the first one is on-demand self-service. Guys, whenever you take server for rent in cloud, then you can automatically set up the server. There is no need of taking others' help. So in cloud, you can set up resources by yourself. There is no need of taking others' help. You can set up or use resources like servers or storage on your own without waiting for anyone to help you. And second one is broad network access. Guys, by using any device, you can open cloud. For example, if you consider AWS website, by using any device, I can open AWS website. Just you need internet connection, that's it. So in cloud, you can access resources over the internet from different devices like phone, mobile, desktop, etc. And third one is elastic resource pooling. Cloud computing resources like servers, storage, and network bandwidth are shared and can be adjusted automatically. Yes, for example, I will take 100 GB of storage in cloud and I will upload my files. For example, your memory is full, so you can increase storage. And if you don't need 100 GB of memory, then you can also decrease storage. So in cloud, you can share and adjust resources automatically. And fourth one is rapid elasticity. As I already said before, you can increase or decrease resources. Resources can grow or shrink as needed, making it feel like resources are unlimited. As for example, I'm developing project in cloud. So at first I took only 2 servers. But the project is very big project. I need 5 to 10 servers. So simply you can add servers. For example, if you are developing very small project, then simply you can remove those servers. If you want, you can increase storage, and if you want, you can also decrease storage. So in cloud, you can grow or shrink resources automatically. And fifth one is measured service. Guys, in cloud, whatever you use, only for that you need to pay money. For example, I will use server only for 1 hour. So only for that 1 hour I need to pay money. So in cloud, you need to pay only for what you use. Next I will explain 4 deployment models of cloud computing. Guys, deployment models explain how cloud services are set up. Guys, based on setup, deployment models are classified into 4 types. They are public cloud, private cloud, community cloud and hybrid cloud. I will explain 4 of them in detail. At first I will explain what is private cloud. The cloud is dedicated to single organization, meaning that only members of the organization can access it. As for example, there is one small company. That company will take cloud for rent. Guys, for example, if you consider AWS, anyone can use AWS cloud because it is publicly available in internet. Just I will open internet and then I will use AWS cloud. So anyone can use AWS website. It is publicly available in internet. So AWS is public cloud. Not only AWS, if you consider Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, all are public clouds because they are available in internet and anyone can use them. And whereas if you consider private clouds are used only by particular companies. For example, I have one small company. I will take one private cloud for rent. So only this company can use that cloud. Remaining people cannot use that cloud. Only employees belonging to this organization can use that cloud. So private clouds are dedicated only to particular organizations. Only that company employees can use that cloud. Guys, in public cloud, we'll use cloud online. That is nothing but if you consider AWS. AWS is public because anyone can use AWS. Just we will open internet, we will log in into AWS website. For example, in AWS, I will take 3 servers for rent. These servers are considered as public because in AWS website, I rented these servers. So the servers are considered as public servers. I have one separate company. I want servers. So what I will do is, instead of renting servers, this time what I will do is, I will purchase 3 servers in my company. This time this is considered as private cloud because instead of renting servers online, I purchased servers and I created one setup. Guys, in private cloud, company can establish own setup in company location or third parties also will provide private cloud. So this is considered as private cloud because only this company can access these servers. So we call it as private cloud. So in private cloud, either company can establish own setup or companies can run third party servers. Guys, AWS company contains many servers in different locations and place where servers are located, we call them as data centers. Guys, AWS company contains many data centers. Some data centers are located in Hyderabad and some data centers are located in Bangalore. So AWS company contains many data centers in many locations. So private cloud can be hosted on-site or off-site. On-site is nothing but that company can create their own private cloud or they can also purchase from third parties. As private cloud is accessed only by particular company, your data will be secure. So there is more control on your data and there will be privacy and security. So most of the companies which handle sensitive data, for example, if you consider banking, government organizations, they will use private cloud because they want to keep data secure. So large companies will set private cloud for their employees to securely store and share their files. And second one is public cloud. Public cloud is available in internet. Anyone can use that cloud. For example, if you consider AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, all are public clouds because we can directly use that cloud by using internet. So public clouds are open for anyone to use, like individuals, business and any organizations. That's not only users, many organizations can use public cloud. So many organizations, businesses and organizations are using public cloud. Public clouds are managed by large companies called cloud providers, such as AWS, Google Cloud and Microsoft Azure. These resources are located in data centers owned by providers, not on user premises. AWS contains separate data centers in many locations. So in the data centers, server, storage, everything is maintained. So in public cloud, resources are not located in user's place. Resources are located in data centers like AWS, Google, Microsoft Azure, etc. Guys, normally if you purchase any server, then you need to install operating system in that server. You need to configure the server. Everything must be handled by you. But whereas if you rent any server in cloud, then there is no need of doing any setup because cloud providers will configure the server and they will give you. So public clouds are cheaper and easy to set up because cloud providers manage everything. And how much we use, only for that we need to pay money. For example, if you consider Google Drive is public cloud because anyone can upload files in Google Drive and anyone can use Google Drive. So Google Drive is public cloud. And third one is community cloud. Guys, companies which has common goals and common policies will use community cloud. I'll give one example. Guys, for example, if you consider government contains various kinds of departments like irrigation department, agriculture department, revenue department, so on. And all those departments has only one common goal, that is the data must be secure. And all those departments has common government policies. So they will use community cloud. Community clouds are shared by organizations that have common goals or policies, such as government agencies and research institutions. This community cloud can be set up either in company location or they can also maintained by third parties in third party location. So in community cloud, all organizations will share resources by keeping data secure and following organization policies. This is example. Multiple government departments might use community cloud to securely share information and applications specific to their work. And fourth one is hybrid cloud. Guys, hybrid cloud is combination of public cloud, private cloud and community cloud. For example, I established a company. I want public cloud, private cloud and as well as community cloud. If there is any unnecessary data, then I will share it by using public cloud. If there is any important data, then I will share it by using private cloud. And if I want to follow any government policies, then I will use community cloud. So based on my requirement, my company want to follow any of these clouds. So now my cloud is considered as hybrid cloud because it is combination of multiple clouds. Any organizations that wants a flexible setup combining different types of clouds. A hybrid cloud combines two or more of the above models, public, private or community clouds. Hybrid cloud is combination of public cloud, private cloud or community cloud. These clouds are separate, but they can communicate with each other. It partially hosted in on-premises and partially in public or private data centers. For example, I will do private cloud setup in my company and we will use some public servers. If there is any sensitive data, then we will store it in private cloud. And if there is any normal data, we will store it in public cloud. So based on requirement, we can store data in either public cloud or private cloud. Next, I will explain three service models of cloud computing. Guys, cloud computing will provide three services. They are infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. I will explain each of them in detail. At first, I will explain what is IaaS. Infrastructure as a service provides virtualized computing resources like servers, storage, and network. You can get complete control over the infrastructure, but need to manage operating system and applications. In AWS, user took one server for rent. So whenever user took server for rent, AWS will provide only server, but installing operating system and applications is your responsibility. We are taking only infrastructure as a service. And second one is platform as a service. Mainly software employees will take this service from cloud providers like AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google, etc. In platform as a service, company will not only provide infrastructure, but also it will provide operating system and tools. for coding, testing and deployment. It will not provide complete softwares, but it will provide only few softwares that are required for coding, testing and deployment. So platform as a service is nothing but cloud providers will provide infrastructure and as well as operating system. And third one is software as a service. End users will take this service. End users are nothing but users like us. Software as a service provides ready to use software application like Gmail, Microsoft, Zoom, etc. over the internet. Users don't need to install and maintain any software. Just log in and use it. Guys, whereas in IaaS, companies like AWS will provide only infrastructure, that is nothing but server, storage, etc. And whereas in PaaS, companies will provide both infrastructure, that is nothing but servers, and as well as operating systems. And whereas in software as a service, companies will provide infrastructure, operating system, and as well as softwares like Gmail, Microsoft Office, Zoom, etc. So just we need to log in and we can use.